Did you take AP World History? Here's a couple questions that may help you answer that question. First of all, what are you interested in? If you absolutely love history, then maybe AP World History is a good place for you. Another question you should ask yourself is how well do you read a textbook? In AP World History, you're going to need to be a very good reader and take on a very challenging textbook and primary source documents. In addition, it's important to be a very efficient reader, as oftentimes you're given large amounts to read. Third question you should ask yourself is how much of a challenge do you want? If you're willing to take on one of the most challenging classes and be willing to work on your academic habits, then maybe AP World History is a spot for you. In AP World History, you start looking at world history from 1200 CE to today, and you're doing it at the college level. So again, it helps to really love history because you're going to be doing a lot of it. It also is critical to be an independent learner and be able to do work on your own. And since you're oftentimes taking other challenging classes, it's important that you can balance your workloads with those classes as well as the demands of AP World History. Understand that AP World History represents a full year class at the college level, and nationwide, most of the students that take AP World History take it as 10th graders or 12th graders. But it is a good stepping stone for future AP classes. In AP World History, we look at a series of questions such as, should we call it the Silk Road? How did reason lead to revolution? Can peace lead to war? And is terrorism the new war tactics? You can find additional information about AP World History at tinyurl.com/MV Social Studies. But what do students say about AP World History?
There's a lot of topics that we learned about that I have never really heard of, maybe briefly in previous social studies classes, and one of my favorite ones was about the Mongol Empire.
I really enjoy the ability to collaborate with my fellow classmates and work alongside them.
One thing about AP World History that I enjoyed learning was the Columbian Exchange. I just thought it was fascinating.
Relationships that I have with the students and the group work that we do all the time, we get to work in groups a lot and collaborate about our ideas together.
I think my favorite thing about the class is doing more hands-on projects. One example would probably be we had to create an artifact and create a poster board that explains the artifact for the topic.
It taught me very effective reading skills and the ability to expand on what I'm trying to say.
It's really helped with my note-taking. A lot of the class is self-taught, so you have to read the book and keep up with all the readings and make sure you take notes and stuff. So that's really helped me in my other classes, being able to retain my information better and take notes easier.
I think one skill I've improved on is reading because we read a college level textbook and I really learned how to interpret it.
I think it really improved my writing, especially with the LEQs, because we have to support our conclusions and we also have to support our claims. So I think that really helped with my writing skills.
A skill that I've really improved on taking AP World is the ability to read the college level textbook and take notes efficiently.
My advice for other AP students is to really spend more time on this class than you do with other classes because this class is faster paced. It shouldn't take up that much of your daily homework time, but it should take up a little bit more than your other classes because it is more self-taught and you have to work faster by yourself to be up to speed with everyone else in the class and up to speed with your teacher and your tests.
One piece of advice I have is really staying on top of your work and doing it, as well as just having fun with the class.
Definitely do the reading and the notes. Although it can be optional, it really benefits you, especially in the writings and just throughout assignments throughout the year, you have to bring back what you learned. So I think doing the notes will help you remember it.
I think one piece of advice is to keep up with your readings because it's really easy to fall behind.
Advice I have for AP World students is do the work, do the readings. If you don't do that, then there's just going to be a lot of extra work that you have to do. Not extra work, but just a lot of work piled up on top when you could do little work in a little time. Because honestly, it's not that much work. Reading 20 pages of a day in a book and taking notes on it is not that much. But if you push it off and now it's a week's worth of reading, now I have 100 pages to read, And then once the LEQ, SAQ, or DBQ come up, now you just have to try and fit in all of that reading into one day, and you have to get all those notes done, and then it's just a world of pain for you after that.